I was thinking about actually doing this thank you video because once again I've managed to hit 500 subscribers before. I'm a little bit late at this point. Last time I checked I was at 625 subscribers, which is still just absolutely baffling. I mean, I am so thankful that you guys continue to enjoy the content that I create, and I'm going to continue to keep entertaining, or at least hopefully entertaining, the people that actually watch these kind of videos. And this is going to be the whole Ask Me Anything thing I had tried to set up for the previous video, to where I had you viewers come up with different questions for me to go ahead and answer in this particular video. And I was actually going to do it for Thanksgiving because it kind of made sense, because it's Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for, you know, the 500 subscribers and the continued support and just even more subscribers as I have been getting. But at the same time, I guess it just felt a little bit inappropriate because of the fact that Thanksgiving is something that's meant to be spent with time with friends and family, to which unfortunately I don't get a whole lot of time to do that between work and even between doing this. It's mostly due to work, but also partially due to this. But I always try to put, you know, family first and foremost. Anyways, so I'm at least making it now. This is going to go ahead and try and edit this and put this up on my channel as soon as possible. And I guess I'll go ahead and start with the first question. So I have from Flaunty, what is your setup like? What do you use to record, your computer specs, and your editing software? It's actually quite a few different things in one question, but I'll go ahead and answer it all. Well, can't do like a Inception thingy to where I record the camera recording, but I have this actually on a tripod. It is a Canon, I know it's a Vixia, I could have sworn. It should say on here somewhere. I can't find it. Oh, there you go. It's a Vixia HFR 20, as you're kind of just getting thrown all over the place. I'm just actually holding the tripod because I'm lazy. Oh, I don't want to blind you. But this is the absolutely horrible lighting situation I have going on. I have just the normal light up there, but for some reason it doesn't work out very well. So usually when I record at my desk, I have that set up so we get somewhat proper lighting. This is my, unfortunately, very messy desk. I should really get this taken care of with cables kind of over the place. I'm usually not that sloppy. Of course, my 3DS XL that I've used to record the Pokemon playthrough. They got the Evil Dead Regeneration, which unfortunately didn't make it to the whole Halloween special. I guess I still have that box there for some reason. But that's actually what I use to do any of my editing as far as my videos are concerned. It's a Sony Movie Studio Platinum, so it's just a step down from their actual Vegas, because it's still the Vegas version 12, it's just not the Pro version. Of course, all the geeky stuff I have on top of my desk, the whole Marvel Legends Venom, because Venom is my favorite Marvel character, so I've probably stated a few times over. Snorlax, best Pokemon ever, no arguments. And Frontier Model B, pistol, mouse pistol, Firefly. Even though it has nothing to do really with my setup, we know why not. Showing off my desk. See, I have the questions written down as I'm going over it. Have the little webcam set up. I mostly use that for Gamer Talk Live, or just whenever I'm doing any kind of live streams. It's not really good for recording for long periods of time, and to mention what I'm using right now is supposed to be a high definition camcorder, so it makes more sense to use this. So move forward. This is my computer. Got this, God, I forgot how many years back it is. Need to clean it. You can kind of see the dust on the vent on the back corner. Ooh. But it's just a standard stock HP quad-core processor, 6 gigabytes of RAM. It's actually very fast. I mean, even to this day, I can go ahead and run just about any game I could think of on high or ultra, no problem. The video card is not stock, though. The video card is a GTX 560 that I got a couple years back. I've been using that since. I actually need to upgrade that when I get a chance. You see the headsets kind of rested on top of that. That's my Turtle Beach X12s. Just basic wired headphones. Don't really need anything too fancy, at least not yet. Still kind of broke. Of course, the other tools of trade, video game collection. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you can see it's mostly Xbox 360. Unlike the next-gen consoles, to where I'm going to go with the PlayStation 4 first, and then the Xbox One, because I will be getting both. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Xbox One's terrible, PlayStation 4 is superior. I really don't care which one's better. All I know is they both play games, and I have fun with both of them. So, kind of like the same reason why I have so many Xbox 360 games will be the same reason I have so many PlayStation 4 games in the future, because price point. Xbox 360 at the time was cheaper, so I went with that system first, so the bulk of my games went to that system. Only actually got a PlayStation 3 about last year. Actually, I'm sorry, 2 years ago. So I have only a few PlayStation 3 games. And then, of course, Monster Hunter on top, which is probably my second favorite 3DS game to play. Def Jam Fight for New York, PlayStation 2. Got Tales from Crypt, and yeah, it's just DVDs now. It doesn't have much to do with my gaming. That'd be more for like my personal channel. Of course, it got a nice little HD TV set up. Of course, can't really see too well, like I said, the bad lighting. But you have the Elgato, the actual HD capture card. Love it. It's great. It's so much more simple than the old PVR I had set up, because now I actually have it just, set up right there in the corner behind the television, hooked up to the television, goes to my computer so I can go ahead and record. Then from there, go ahead and either set to the PlayStation 2, which is actually my wife's, my PlayStation 3, or my Xbox 360 Slim to do any kind of capturing that I might need to. It's very simple to set up. It's only a couple HDMI cables, a component cable that you go ahead and set up to whatever system you want. It's actually powered through USB, so no extra power cables or other kind of shenanigans. Let's see, I think this pretty much does it. As far as the setup, what do I use to record, computer specs, and editing software. Get this kind of fixed here again. There we go. Nice and fixed. For the next question is actually from Lambert Productions. Where do you see your YouTube hobby in 5 years, sir? Well, my good man, where I see this going in the next 5 years is hopefully continuing to do this. As far as gaming is concerned, that's something I don't ever really see myself getting sick of. Even with a lot of the microtransactions and DLC and other things that other people might consider to be negative, every game I've managed to play has still been enjoyable. I can plan on continuing to enjoy games. I don't think that's ever going to stop. Therefore, I don't think this YouTube hobby is ever really going to stop, because I like doing these playthroughs, creating these videos, and sharing it with you. And at least as far as I can tell, there's other people out there that seem to enjoy it too. So I'm going to continue to entertain them as well. CyberDemon531 asks, when are you Let's Playing Mega Man X6? I am sorry, CyberDemon, but I'm never ever going to Let's Play Mega Man X6, because I simply cannot do it justice the same way that you've done, especially since you are the Mega Man X6 world record holder. You were former world record holder, somebody beat your record, and then you took it back, making you the current, and once again, world record holder for speedrunning it. So, I mean, how can I top that? That's just too amazing. And it's some sarcasm, because I actually know CyberDemon to some extent, but at the same time, it is still pretty impressive. From Dogtags Media, how did you get your little pixelated picture of you? Did you make it yourself, or did someone else do it? So anybody who's seen kind of the pixelated image that I made, it's supposed to at least look somewhat like me. Of course, I didn't make it, I guess, as one person complained, fat enough or ugly enough. The way I actually made it was through Photoshop. What I did is took a bunch of different Pokemon trainer sprites and kind of just Frankenstein it. Took different, I have like this is usually how I make just any of the sprites for anybody. Different ideas of different poses or how the person's going to be set up, and just take different parts from all the different trainers, kind of just mesh it together into this amalgamation of just whatever it is. And then kind of just trace the outline of what all those parts are from there within Photoshop, and then just kind of go ahead and just do it all from there, bit by bit, pixel by pixel, using the actual pencil tool. So it takes a decent amount of time to actually create that from scratch that way, and it's actually nice that I can at least use the parts to have an outline, so I have an idea of what I want it to look like before I actually go ahead and do so. Then from there, from AI Gilstad, what made you decide to start a gaming channel in the first place? I mean, I've seen quite a few different videos many years back before I actually decided to start this channel. Many different people just doing gameplay videos, and they seemed like they were having a lot of fun, and they actually got to share a bunch of humorous as well as, epic moments. And funny enough, even though sometimes I'll give them a hard time, DSP is one of the people who, as he was explaining how he got started, I guess would be very similar to how I originally got started. It's because having fun with a lot of the gameplay and stuff like that, back when I used to do the whole couch gaming thing, when there really wasn't internet, back when I was a lot younger and, you know, was living in my old house in an old neighborhood with friends, you would sit there on the couch with certain co-op games or even single-player games. Everybody's just hanging out on the couch or hanging out nearby, watching somebody play the game. You just have something completely crazy happen, or just something that just you couldn't really replicate again. It was just so, just wow. Or even just completely hilarious, like I mentioned before. And the only people would be able to experience that would be the people who were there. Or even then, if they weren't there, you try and tell it to them, and sometimes they wouldn't believe you because it just seems like it'd be too good to be true. So at least with YouTube as a medium, it's something I can go ahead and capture, put online, and not only can I say, hey, yeah, see, I really did this, or oh man, this really happened, or oh, can you believe that actually happened? Did you see that? I can go ahead and not only share it with friends, family, whomever, everybody gets to see it now. I can share these experiences with everybody who, you know, may enjoy it, find it humorous, or just think that it's awesome as well. And that's the whole reason why I got started in the first place. It was just something fun that I felt like sharing with everybody. But then some other different parts of it I decided to kind of create from there, as far as the whole gaming with, trying to bring people together, trying to do stuff with that. Because again, I'm sick and tired of console wars. It's just a bunch of BS. People being discriminated against because of the fact that they're either different genders, ethnicities, whatever people like to discriminate people against. So none of that stuff matters to me. What matters is having fun playing games. And that's usually what the whole gaming with is. I'll try and feature other YouTubers, regardless of, again, any of those other aspects or even what we're playing on. Doesn't matter what we're playing on. It's just a matter of also getting their name out there and promoting them as well. This actually got deleted, unfortunately, because Kane, or I should say Nate, because actually that's how I know him better as, went a little crazy over the whole Google Plus thing and deleted his channel. He started a new channel again. It's now Kane bringing the game. And he asked, kind of paraphrased, because I actually didn't get to capture that because I didn't think he was going to delete it, his channel. But the question more or less was, what are your plans for this channel going forward? Now, as I said, I started gaming originally with the idea of trying to just have fun with other people and show people that it's all about, you know, enjoying games. None of that other stuff really matters. It's playing games, having fun. I actually want to change that in the future to gaming with a cause. For anybody who doesn't know, I actually suffer from a not so fun stomach disease known as IBS. And actually, it's been a while since I've been to the doctor, so unfortunately at this point it could even be Crohn's disease, or even worse, colon cancer, although I doubt it's colon cancer. I don't really hope it's not Crohn's. But again, it's a horrible progression. It's not a very comfortable disease to live with, because the best way I can explain it is pretend like somebody's stabbing you in the stomach repeatedly at different times, or even then just feel like you really need to use the restroom. So it's not ever a situation where it's been messy and just truly embarrassing. It's more just an inconvenience, because sometimes based on what you might eat or even due to stress, you just have to exit stage left. And then you kind of are stuck leaving your friends there and they're like, hey, where'd this person go? So it's not a lot of fun. That's one of the first things I want to do with Gaming with a Cause. I want to do live streams to try and go ahead and get people to donate to different causes. The first one being to IBS research, because unfortunately nobody knows exactly where IBS comes from as far as the disease itself. They believe it's stress related, but they still don't know the exact cause, nor is there any kind of cure at this time. So I'd like to go ahead and go towards that kind of research, because although IBS in itself is not deadly, its progression, which unfortunately many people end up going down, is, especially when it reaches the cancer stages. From there, also again, cancer research, trying to help people in need and so on. That's really what I want to do with it. Because if I am, you know, I guess famous enough at that point with this channel or what I do, as something I want to do is try and give back. I know at least myself dealing with IBS, or even just other people dealing with different problems, it's not easy, and sometimes, you know, there needs to be some kind of assistance. We need to be put more research into, you know, the field of medicine to try and see if we can find cures for a lot of different things, because, you know, everybody deserves a chance to live a long, happy, you know, life. So I'm going to continue from there. I was going to say, you know, no stress, anything like that, but it's a given. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of scatterbrained a little bit at the moment. Other than that, I still want to continue playing with games. I say this now, but I know realistically, if certain people become big enough, it's a lot harder because there's so many people requesting to do so. But I really want to keep doing gaming with as many different people as possible as well. I don't want to stop playing with games with other people or even featuring people in other videos, because most people don't even really watch my playthroughs. Most of the people watch either my guides, my reviews, these kind of discussion videos, or so on, or even the gaming with. And I want to kind of continue that. I want to go ahead and get Austin back involved in Brothers Grimm, because a lot of people enjoy that, and I had a lot of fun actually playing with my brother. But that may take some time because his current job situation is kind of, timing is off, so it's very hard to collaborate with him. Still want to keep making guides, still want to do a lot of the same stuff I've been doing before. Again, the only real change, I guess, going forward would be, like I said, instead of it just being strictly just gaming with, I want to evolve into also being gaming with a cause, probably doing some more stuff on Twitch, and mostly involving stuff with charities. And it seems to be all the questions so far. I thank everybody for actually asking questions, so I can go ahead and actually make a video. Otherwise, it would have been really awkward saying, hey, submit questions, then have absolutely nothing. So thank you for saving me that embarrassment. At the same time, again, thanks for anybody who's watching, any new subscribers, any past subscribers, especially the people who've been there from the very beginning, friends who've been supporting me who are also subscribers, friends who supported me who may not even be subscribers, as well as family who's been there all along, and most importantly, my wife for also supporting me through all this insanity. So thank you very much for watching. Again, I appreciate everybody continuing to watch, being here to begin with, subscribing. You guys didn't have to, and for also submitting those questions. And until next time. Oh, I feel like I just opened up the Temple of Time.